All right, you've probably heard of the HIPAA law protecting your medical records and information, but do you really know how it works? In this week's Know the Law segment, Tom Sinas is here to talk about your rights when it comes to your health information.
Boy, this is one of those things that we deal with in our life every day that we know very little about. We probably don't even know what it means. HIPAA, what does HIPAA mean? Well, it stands for the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. What is that? Well, it's a federal law. And the reason that we have HIPAA is because before we had it, we had a bunch of different state laws governing the disclosure of your medical information. And that wasn't really a good way because you've got uniform medical record systems across a lot of the country, so we needed a uniform law regarding the disclosure of your medical information.
This really cracked down on what they could share with the outside.
That's right, that's right. And it was designed to create one set of rules that applied to the whole country and avoided states that had rules that allowed for too much sharing of very, very sensitive information. So that's what it is. It's sort of a federal umbrella governing all the states when it comes to your health information. Well, what does it mean? Well, there's a saying that people use to describe HIPAA about what it actually does. It allows you to get it, check it, and know who's seen it. What does that mean? Well, get it. It allows you to get your health insurance information, and that's your medical records, your medical billing information, anything that would be in your doctor's chart. HIPAA allows you to get it whenever you want it. Check it. It allows you to check what's in the medical records, and if you feel that something is inaccurate that's in the medical records, you have a right under HIPAA to say, I don't think that's accurate. Know who's seen it. HIPAA allows you to know who has seen your medical records. And sometimes this is the most important thing, because when you leave the doctor's office, you don't necessarily know, or you didn't before HIPAA, who else was going to see those medical records after you left. Well, HIPAA allows you access to understand who has seen your medical information. So that's the basic architecture of the statute.
Why is this such a big deal when it comes to the law and knowing who's had their eyes on your files?
I think it just really comes down to the concept that this is the most private information that we have, right? Some of it's really benign and uninteresting, but for some people and on some topics, it's very, very private. And so people need an assurance, I think was the idea behind the law, to know that this very, very private information would be treated under a set of rules and would be handled very sensitively.
What if it's not handled in that way? Are there restrictions? Are there ramifications for that?
It's a very good question, and one with a kind of not great answer. So if you feel that HIPAA has been violated, if you feel that your medical records have been shared or viewed in a way that doesn't coincide with the act, then what do you do? Well, it's a federal law, so the agency that's in charge of enforcing HIPAA violations is the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. You can go on their website and file a complaint. You got to do it within 180 days. But the odd thing about HIPAA is that it doesn't allow you to pursue a private lawsuit against who you believe violated the statute. So there are things you can do, but I kind of wish that there were more.
All right. And if somebody has questions about HIPAA or how to make sure their loved ones are signed up so that they can see their information and know what's happening with the family, they can call your office.
Anytime in Grand Rapids. We are at 616-301-3333. You can find us online at www.sinasdramis.com or send us an email at info@sinasdramis.com.
Tom, thanks for stopping by.